Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Neha from Crescent Creation. Thank you for joining me today. Today I have created a shaped card using digital stamps from Not2shabby shop. I have done a little bit of paper piecing on it and also created a window to give it a more realistic coffee card look. This card is almost A2 size and it fits in the A2 size envelope perfectly. For that, I resized this image on my computer and printed it out at the bottom of a Neenah Solo White 80-pound cardstock. This way, when I fold this cardstock in half, the top half will actually become the back of the card. Here I'm scoring my cardstock just on top of the coffee card. And now when I fold it, I get a top folding card. Now to create the shaped card, I took my scissors and I'm fuzzy cutting along the edges of the image. You want to do this step slowly and with patience. I have folded the cardstock and cutting both the layers of cardstock together to create the card. But if you are not comfortable cutting through two layers of cardstock, you can simply cut the front layer first and then trace the image using a pencil and then fuzzy cut the back layer. I also left a little bit of white border showing on all three sides of this coffee card. It just makes the whole image pop. This is how it looks once I'm done with all the fuzzy cutting. Isn't it good? I really like this idea of a shaped card. And here I have an A2 size envelope and you can see this shaped card will fit perfectly in there. Now I'm going to take this card up a notch. I'm going to create a window in the front. I'm using my craft knife and ruler to help me create the window. You can totally skip this step if you want to. I just wanted to give this coffee card a realistic look and creating a window just made perfect sense to me. Once done fuzzy cutting, I'll use my nail filer to smoothen the edges of the cardstock. Lastly, I'll use a black marker and go all around the inside of the window I just created to give it a more defined look. For the bottom part of my coffee card, I paper pieced a pattern paper. To do that, I temporarily adhered my 6x6 pattern paper onto a copy paper using some washi tape and printed out the coffee card image. Now I can easily remove the washi tape and I have a pattern paper with coffee card image on it. I can use the whole image as is or parts of it for paper piecing. I decided to paper piece just the bottom part of the coffee card, leaving the wheels. So here I'm just fuzzy cutting that part of the image. I usually do not like fuzzy cutting, but since it's a simple image, fuzzy cutting is not that hard. Once done fuzzy cutting, I'm using some liquid glue to adhere my pattern paper onto the card. See, it just fits like a puzzle there. So easy peasy. Now for the inside, I wanted a place where my coffee cups could sit. So here I trimmed out a strip from the same pattern paper and gluing it down using some liquid glue, making sure that this strip of paper does not show through the window when the card is closed. Trimming off the excess that's hanging off the card. Now using some color pencils, I'm adding depth to the pattern paper I just adhered. I'm using some dark brown color pencils from Caran Luminance Color pencil set. I'll use these color pencils to color all of the images for this card today. You can use any color pencils you have in hand, or even you can use any markers. I did not use my Copic markers today to color the coffee card as it could bleed through the front panel and I do not like that look for the inside of my card. So if you're like me and do not like the Copic markers bleed through the cardstock, you can use color pencils as I'm doing here, or you can print this image on Strathmore Bristol Smooth cardstock and do some watercoloring. I have done very simple coloring here, used 2 or 3 shades for each color, and if you're interested in the color pencils I used, I will share that once I'm done coloring. Here are the color pencils I used to color the images today. If you're interested, you might want to take a screenshot. Now for the inside of my card, I did not want the part that's showing through the window just be white. So here I'm gluing down a pattern paper from my stash using some liquid glue. just in that window section of the card. And here is how my coffee cart looks. And now all I have to do is fill my cart with some coffee and snacks, and then my cart will be ready to sell. I'm using the same images that I cut out from this coffee cart to create the window. For one of the coffee cup sleeve, I'm paper piecing the same pattern paper that I used for the bottom of the cart. I did rest of the coloring for these tiny images off camera. Since these images are so tiny, I used one shade per color to color them. I'm using liquid glue to glue these images onto my cart. With the help of tweezer, I can hold these tiny images and place them where I want them to be. Almost done here. I really am liking this card. Lastly, for the sentiment, I'm gluing down "You Deserve a Treat" from the same digital stamp set to the bottom of the coffee cart using some liquid glue. I really like this digital stamp set from Not2shabby shop. You get so many images in this one set that you can use all year round in different ways. So we are all done for today. Let me know in the comment section below if you liked this coffee cart shaped card. This would be a perfect card to gift a Starbucks gift card with it. You can either not create the window and add the gift card to the inside of the card, or you can just add a gift card at the back of this card using some temporary adhesive. So this was my card for today. I hope you guys liked it. Here are a few more videos that you might like to watch. Thank you for visiting. Have a nice day.